Welcome back, my beautiful thinking people, you. Welcome to Advocation and a newsworthy investment broadcast. Topics I'd like to discuss today are tech stocks, Tesla, interest rates, inflation, the dip, my next stock pick, and is there anything wrong with my past pick? Let's dive deep right now. But before we do, hit that like button, subscribe, become a member, crush that bell. Don't miss anything going forward. We are looking forward to you accompanying us on our ride to the success of this journey. Be a part. Come along for that ride. Tech stocks. What is going on with the tech stocks? Well, we do know that when it comes to the bond market, when the interest rates start to rise, it's called the safe money. And what do people do? Especially the big hedge funds. They want to protect their clients' money. So they pull that money out of tech stocks, which are always the first to get hit, and off it goes into the bond market and other safe investments. So that's one thing that's hitting the tech stocks. The little bit of ebb that happens in the tech stocks as the bond market starts to rise causes retail investors to get the jitters. And sometimes they sell at a loss. They're trying to protect their investment because they're mostly in, a lot of them are in for the short haul. Well, that leaves things open for people like me and you who are looking to get in for, like Tesla is right now, quite the bargain. Don't be afraid of the bargain. When everybody's running away from a stock that you know is solid, why would you run with them? All you can do is look at them and say, I feel really bad that you feel it's time for you to get rid of that stock at a discount. But here, I'm here for you. I know your pain, and I'm here to help alleviate it. I'll buy those stocks. Thank you. And as much as our pockets can spare, we buy up that dip. And so do all the other smart investors. Because even those big hedge fund guys, they're keeping an amount of cash handy, ready for you to get rid of all those great stocks at these beautiful discounted prices. Interest rates. We know that eventually interest rates are going to have no choice but to be brought to a more palatable level. Why? Because inflation is going to start to move. The more liquidity is put into the system, the more spending that happens, the more, which it should be opposite, but the more inflation seems to hit us. Because the more available cash, the more people want to milk your pocketbook, so they just raise the prices for nothing. When there is high demand, the prices go up. But high demand should equal the lowering of prices because the cost of manufacturing becomes lower as you exponentially improve or increase the number of products built. Inflation's inevitable, interest rates are inevitable, and guess who gets hit again? That's right, tech stocks once again. Do you know what that means to you, my beautiful thinking people, you? Get more cash ready, because that dip is going to be one worth buying in spades. Now, there's something that I never mentioned before, but I do know now is absolutely the way to go. 30% cash reserves. Now, I know it's a dumb idea having loose cash running around not doing anything for you. But if you have those 30% reserves, you're doing it for a reason. And that reason is for times like these when you can buy the dips. Buy a little bit in each dip. Make sure you keep getting it at a discount in the dip, in the dip, in the dip. Buy those good stocks that you know are strong and palatable. I'm not talking about taking your 30% and throwing it into penny stocks that have no real hope and hang of going anywhere. I mean for solid, good growth stocks, tech stocks, things in the genomics sector and stuff that are, for some people's thought, very risky. However, they're not as risky as those people are thinking. They're not looking long term. A lot of these people are only looking in the short term. And the short term, of course, most things are super risky. What that brings me to is my previous picks. Tesla, Genomics, Cathie Wood, ARK Invest. All of these things are absolutely still a smart way to go, in my opinion. And remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I do not have credentials to be your financial advisor. I'm just somebody who follows my own opinion and rules, and I reap the benefits and the punishments alike. And you get to travel with me and learn from my experiences. Now, you can follow me if you'd like and do as I do, but then realize you will suffer the same consequences or benefits that I suffer. Again, not a financial advisor. This is my opinion based on facts and what I'm doing myself. So, am I shying away from the Tesla investments of the past or Genomics or any of those? No. Those are still making up the bulk of my portfolio, and there are some deadbeat stocks that, yes, I don't hit all the time. Anyways, I suffer many consequences. But guess what? I learn from them. And I can tell you to date, I have never had to sell at a loss. So when I can rid myself of those other stocks that are kind of deadbeat, guess where I'm putting them? Into my next stock pick, along with the ones I've already picked before that are all bargoons right now. And what is my next stock pick? It is none other than Teledoc. Teledoc, I believe, this is based on doing the research and following the research that many others have already done. And that would be ARK Invest has shown the way. Take a look at some of the moves that ARK Invest does, and then go look at all the top analysts and see what they think. And then you start to see a clear picture. Because the analysts that are down here, you can listen to them too, because they're going to tell you, don't go near that. It's this, it's that, stop, blah, 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 blah. And then when you go up here, you'll have these people saying, well, this is a risky bet, but the rewards are going to be huge for those who can ride the wave and stomach the churning. When it comes to Teledoc, there's going to be some volatility. There's going to be some ups and downs. There's going to be some growing pains. But once those growing pains have done their work, Teledoc is going to fly. We're not going backwards. Realize that. The models that are being created to cope with this super bad cold illness influence are models that, by and large, are going to stay. Start banking on that. A lot of those that have been uncovered since this began are those that are going to survive far into the future. Those who are planning on a situation that looks similar to where we are going to be adaptable into the future. That's where I'm going. My next target. I'm telling you now, mark my words later, those in the real know are doing exactly that, and I think they're right. So what I'd like you to do, once again, is hit that like button. Become a subscriber. The views are far exceeding our subscriber base. We need to increase that subscriber base. Subscribe. Become a member. Crush the bell. Don't miss anything going forward. And remember, we never give up and we never give in. But we keep an open mind because knowledge is our power. And our decisions shall be guided by our power obtained from knowledge. Remember, my channel is all opinion based on fact. Not alternative fact, but fact. Thank you very much for spending time with us here on this channel and taking the journey with us to the success that we endeavor to achieve. Stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, stay as happy as humanly possible.